that dial.
Let's go. Expected morphine. Routine. Priority. He's gone.
All right, everybody, this is Dennis Davis, Chief Technical Officer for Energy Marketing. Just wanted to point some things out for you there. Really what we were watching just there a minute ago is what we call battlefield triage in the military. And what you're looking at is under sheer chaotic events, you have to triage what's going on in a very quick manner in order to handle your information and move on and handle more troops. So what I've done pretty much in the same industry, in IT, is I brought this same triage to the daily functionality of any business that I work with. And the way that works is if you haven't used Outlook and you're looking to use Outlook as an adjunct to your team, really if you don't have a call center, if you don't have some of these really great tools that are out there like Salesforce or Zendesk or your own help desk, you can actually use Outlook as one of your primary places to go. And as you can see right here, as you first open up, we are using Outlook 2010 on ours. And pretty much how this works is, here's your email. This is my main address that I normally use, and here are my other addresses. And the way I operate is emails will come in, and as they do, I will rank them according to a category of how they need to be addressed. And then that doesn't include business times that we will apply to it. Say, for instance, it needs to be addressed and we have to do a video, but the video is going to take me a week to 2 weeks to get done. But what we're going to do is initially address it. So let's say we have an address here that just came in from an email. So let's get one down here. A new email comes in. This is important. It states that we need to get this done, these FAQs and some other things that need to get done, business goals, business plans. So I'm immediately going to make that a high priority. Now you can create these categories inside of your calendars under all categories right here, and you're going to rename these according to the numbering system. So you can actually see these right here, and what those are is the red is critical, 01 needs to be handled right now or within 2 hours. Number 2 is high priority, it's 8 hours to 3 days. After that we have medium, yellow, it's 3 days to 1 week to be addressed. Then we have 04, low, 1 week to 1 month. Then we go to blue. As you can tell by color coding, it's getting cooler. 05, no rush, as needed. It's kind of like something that you do when you could get to it. It could change at any moment, so you just kind of leave those there. 06, I used the purple using prospects, proposal, or service level agreements. So there's 3 facets that go into this. The black is 07, that's completed. In other words, it doesn't have to be addressed anymore, it's done. We can then finish it up. 08, important, I use that as a pink just so I can mark certain events that I want to go back to, something that I need to look at. 09 is brown on this one. It's on hold. Let's say I assign the email to the president or the CEO, or I take it over to networking, or I take it over to marketing, and we're waiting for them to address it. It then gets off your shoulders and then is on theirs, so 09. And 10 is personal, in case you have personal events you need to handle, dentist appointments, doctor appointments, PTO time, that kind of stuff. And you can add a couple more. These are the ones we use on a daily basis. So the importance of that is that you'll notice that you have all these pieces. Don't get confused by that. Really what you're looking at is how you're gonna address these. One of them is, notice this one is high priority, and I addressed it, put it down. It's a high priority. Here's the email. I have a follow-up for it that's due for today. So in the addressing is even important. So it's need energies FAQs. So those are going to be on the list. So as you can see, those are on my task list on the right. I can see those on a daily basis on when I handle them. Also a calendar reminder up here on the top. They're on the right, along with other events that we watch, because we do a lot of work with other companies like B&H Photo out there in New York. They're actually on there. They're doing tabernacles at this time, so we're kind of watching those. As we have a meeting on Boots and Coots, if I double click that, that'll actually open up my invite for the invites that were given to me for this event. In this event, you can also see that we have accept, tentative, decline. You can propose a new time. Once again, you can still put your calendar points here. You notice that this one is medium, so we're going to hit OK on it. The reason this is kind of off is because it was sent to one of my other accounts. Also below, you'll notice that we can see who is on Facebook and who is not with this group, and pretty much we haven't put them in that area. But anyhow, we'll close that down. So another thing that needs to be done is you need to organize your accounts up here by your inbox. Things that you're going to put people in, from your personal to your top business personnel that you're putting in. Notice I put numbers. Then I have my clients. From my clients, I then have my resources, meaning people that I do business with. This is a camera crew. This is my video crew. This is my audio crew. These are things that I can get in my resources. All the way down to my purchases. I'm keeping track of things that I buy, things that come in. And the interesting thing is on this is your email is very important. It's one of the primary places that people get a hold of you. Secondary is your phone and voicemail. So you need to check your emails probably 3 times a day and categorize them how you're gonna do a strategy for the rest of the week, or that day, or the next 3 days. Other pieces that you get to see as you're working with the calendar is your main calendar here. As you can see, I have 2 calendars in place because of 2 accounts. So if you need to make a new account or a new event, let's say we're going to make one for Wednesday, or let's just do one for today. Since it's 3:55, I'm going to put one right here, open it up. How to use Outlook, location, DD War Room, and we're only going to do a half hour. I'm going to invite Jen just to have that. My category's high. It's within 8 hours to 3 days, so I'm going to put that down. It's orange, as you can see. As soon as I send anyway, as soon as you see it, it's going to show up right here. A reminder shows up, tells me that if you have your iPhone or your other phones connected to the Outlook and you're all set up, your phone's going to do this coordination also. After a while, when you get used to using it, you will actually be more in tune than you know with your appointments. Key here is once we go cloud, we'll get this straightened out with Salesforce and a couple of the other tools that we're going to be using moving forward. Adding your task lists, you can see that the task lists actually equal out to what you have there on the right. So this is your task list on the right bottom. You can also do post-it notes real quick. You throw a new note down in there, and you just say new note. Here's the new note. Need to contact sales. Make a meeting, and we'll just set that down. That sits there. So that's just there. Next are your folders. These are just your folders that are showing up in the particular areas. These are your shortcuts if you wanted to put shortcuts in here. Anything that you would use on a daily basis, from your Outlook to your Google Chrome to whatever you're using on your machine. But I don't normally use that. The more stuff you put in becomes a mess. Another really great feature of using this is once you create your folders, let's say I'm going to create a folder here and we're going to call that 01 VIPs. Put that down in there. That should show up right here on the box down below. There it is. So all these inboxes, so let's say Shelly Johnson here is VIP. We're actually going to call that a rule. We're going to create a rule from Shelly Johnson sent to me, and really we're going to tell that to move to this folder down in here, and that should be set up right down here. VIPs, hit OK, run the rule, and all of Shelly Johnson should, I'm slurring, all of Shelly Johnson will be put in there. You just got to run those once or twice and you'll be set. That's stuff you can look on afterwards. That's really great little tool. Once again, you can see on your calendar, here's one on the calendar again as we move over. Once again, we have these appointments. These are SLAs or prospects. Here's a very important one. This is us on an appointment. These are oranges that need to be handled within a couple 8 hours to 3 days that we're going to take care of. Going back to the email, we can kind of see those showing up over here on the right. Also, we can see them up here on the right. If I double click it, it opens the calendar event. Alright, so there are a lot of things you can do with this. As you learn more and more on how this works, you'll become more proficient, and you'll be able to handle things like this. Remember, it's always about chaos. Key is just being able to handle it and funnel it through, addressing it as fast as you can, doing the best you can. Other than that, this has been an energy moment. I'll put more Outlook out if you need it. Thanks a lot. Have a great day.
Delicious late.
We're in business,